Hey, this is Mark Moore, aka Tuxedo Mark, in various places on the internet. It's 1:58 p.m. according to a computer clock on Tuesday, April 14, 2015, and this is my review of original Sailor Moon anime episode number 41, I Won't Run From Love Anymore, Ami and Mamoru's Showdown. This episode originally aired in Japan on January 23rd, 1993. There is a pre-title scene. That one girl, the arcade owner's girlfriend or whatever, that's in Africa, gets captured in the Dark Crystal by Mamoru. It's weird that she's surprised when he tells her to become one of the great monsters again. It's like she doesn't remember. So do they not remember this stuff even though they had been informed of it prior to be turning into the great monsters last time? I don't know. Jeez, hang on. Hi. Hey. Not much right now. I can't think of anything. Well, whatever you want to do. I'm sorry, yeah. Alright. Love you, bye. Jeez, that was my mom. Okay. Alright, so it's snowing in the episode, so it's definitely winter. Queen Beryl mentions that since you're gathering all the monsters together, she's explaining, what Mamoru is doing to Kunside, and she says what you don't know is when all the monsters can come together and they can form into a super monster, the biggest monster ever. Why was this never mentioned last time? This was never brought up before. Anyway, so Ami's protecting her friend Rio, the one that was like a competitor to her academically before he was one of the great monsters. He's back in town. And Ami and Mako get into an argument over that Mako feels Ami's trying to distance herself from Rio because she doesn't want to allow herself to fall in love with him. But Ami says, we've got a mission that takes priority. And I would argue Ami is right. Because, Mako says even Sailor Guardians must feel love and be able to go out with the boy. But here's the thing. If the world ends, it ain't gonna matter. Okay? So yes, they're Sailor Guardians, and that sets them apart from the rest of humanity. They can't allow themselves to just be normal people. And this is why I find it frustrating that Usagi's being this happy-go-lucky kid all the time. Despite everything that she's been through emotionally of being a Sailor Guardian, it seems that when she turns back into Usagi, she just forgets everything or gets over it or whatever, and she's just like, la 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 la. Why are they not more serious? Why are they not more singularly focused on just defeating the Dark Kingdom? Like, seriously, just put all of their effort into that. Anyway, Ami at one point says there he is during the argument. She spots Rio in the crowd, but then she runs off, and Mako wonders where she's running to, and Ami's like, I saw him, and she's like, really? Ami had just said there he is. Why didn't Mako just pick up on that right away? Anyway, I was worried that the previous episode might become important because when I believe it's Mako that calls Endymion Mamoru, and Endymion's like, recently someone else called me that, referring to Usagi from the previous episode. However, it seems this episode isn't important either. I don't think I'll get into that, but it looks like that this episode isn't really vital either. So, anyway, it's funny. Rei and Usagi were arguing and pulling a manga comic back at Rei's shrine, and then Usagi falls on the floor, and when Luna tells her to get up and go and help Mako or whatever, Usagi's like, pull me in the right direction, I can't figure it out. Just Usagi's funny. Oh, Mako does some swearing in the English dub, and maybe in the Japanese too, I don't know, but she says damn you to Endymion after he leaves, and she also says damn it later on. There is a Sailor Moon billboard in Tokyo. Seriously, a billboard that says Sailor Moon, it's got crescent moons on it. It's like, how does this exist in the Sailor Moon universe? Anyway, after Ami breaks the Dark Crystal, it's clever how she uses bubble spray as a distraction for Mamoru and then snatches it from him. She breaks the Dark Crystal and frees 6 monsters, or, former monsters. So it seems that Rei and Minako had stayed behind at the shrine and protected Rei's grandpa, and he wasn't among them. And when they were released from the crystal, I didn't see him lying on the ground, so, yeah. When Luna tells Usagi to hurry up, meaning to use the moon healing activation, Usagi's like, I know that, so I don't know if she actually knew to do that or had to be reminded, but she's standing up for herself now. Usagi's successful in curing Mamoru. She gives it all that she has, but then he's snatched away, and Queen Beryll's gonna use the power of Queen Metalia and infuse it into Endymion to make him a 100% soldier of the Dark Kingdom. This time for sure, for reals, yeah, okay. It's weird, the last scene takes place at the amusement park where the final battle took place, and Ami and Ryo are on a Ferris wheel ride, and Usagi wants to break them up, because if Ami's distracted by love, then she won't be able to focus on the mission. Yeah, Usagi's the one saying this, and why? Who knows, but there are others that are like, let her be. I gotta wonder, is Usagi over Mamoru? I mean, this is what I mean by her getting over stuff way too easily. She had gotten Mamoru back, and then she lost him again, and she was like, oh no, she must be devastated. But then, next day or whatever at the amusement park, she's just focused on Ami's, relationship with her boyfriend. This is what I mean about Usagi's feelings her negative emotions getting shut off just like that. It's like, she should be more mature and more of an emotional... She should be messed up. And she should try to bury everything else and just focus on the mission. It should have worn her down into like a singularly focused warrior by this point. But no, Usagi's still Usagi. Anyway, good episode. I don't think it's important. I mean, Ami and Ryo get together, but he doesn't live in the same city, so I don't know if he's gonna stick around. Probably not. I would say this episode's filler and skippable. But we'll see. It's 2:07 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.